When it launched a Bachelor's of Commerce in 1919, the University of Edinburgh became the UK's first ancient university to offer business education. Sharon Thomas visited the University of Edinburgh's Business School to see how it continues this legacy today, building local and international communities and creating sustainable solutions for real global challenges.
Right across the world, we're seeing unprecedented change. We're all living longer, and our younger people are facing greater financial hardship. We face other challenges too, with climate change an escalating issue for us all. Here at University of Edinburgh Business School, they're having a major impact on these seismic changes. The research they're doing today will affect us for generations to come. Professor Jonathan Crook is a leading expert on credit risk. He leads the research into creating models that are used worldwide for determining credit scores, how much money can be lent, which in turn can determine whether someone can buy a house or a phone, for example.
People are getting older in the population, and we study the well-being and things that can enhance the well-being that they will have in their older age. We study at the other end of the age group the financial literacy of young people. They're likely to face large amounts of debt, and we want to know how they can be informed of the implications of doing this. We do work on carbon emissions and how it can be reduced in China, the largest emitter of carbon in the world.
Today, we're going to be looking at the various different types of carbon or greenhouse gas accounting.
Dr. Matthew Brander is a senior lecturer in carbon accounting. Here, they look at the different methods that exist for measuring greenhouse gases, from targets for cities, governments and companies, down to quantifying the emissions created along the whole supply chain for a pint of milk.
It's extremely important to have methods that accurately tell us how much we're emitting and also tell us which actions are most effective at reducing emissions. So, for example, there's a growing practice where companies are buying certificates for renewable electricity and are claiming that their emissions are zero. And the trouble with that practice is that buying certificates doesn't actually reduce emissions, and the information in the greenhouse gas accounts is misleading.
We need to move forward the process of dealing with climate change faster than we are. We're up against the clock on this, and therefore allowing companies to feel that they're making the right contributions when in fact they're not is simply going to be extending the problem. What we need to do is have much more focus on where the people are doing the right things, where people aren't doing the right things, and how we actually make more people step up and take on their responsibilities.
The research they do here is focused on understanding consumers and their interaction with financial services. For example, how the financial decisions we make impact on our quality of life and general well-being. As well as the research element, it's about equipping young adults with the skills needed to help them cope with the financial challenges they'll face throughout their lives.
We now know that we're facing a younger generation that are starting out with stifling levels of debts. We're seeing now that a quarter of young adults aged 18 to 25 are over-indebted, and they have problem debt that they're really struggling to pay back. So it's vitally important that we help to equip young people to learn how to manage their money better to face the financial challenges of later adult life.
Kieran Ward took part in a new financial education programme developed by the Business School and Young Money, learning hints and tips about how to better manage his money.
Yeah, it's been great for me. Ever since I got my first pay packet and it disappeared, it's been great for me to learn how to manage my money, to pay for stuff like my car and for saving in the future for if I want to get a flat in Edinburgh or need to put some money aside for that, so it's been a great help.
University of Edinburgh Business School, leading research and providing young people with skills to better support themselves in life, and developing a vision and strategy to help the UK better manage its money.